How's it going, everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in this really cool 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo with the original 350. Let it warm up just a little bit. We're showing pretty low on fuel, so we'll hopefully not run out of gas. So we have a 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. It has the numbers matching 350 V8 in it, backed by a 3-speed automatic transmission. Mechanically, other than the exhaust, it's a very stock style driving Monte Carlo. I actually really like driving these cars because they drive so nice. The full frame cars, these big body GM cars just drive so nice. I'm going to crank this window up just a little bit. See, get a little bit of wind noise there. But back on the drivability, you have power steering, power disc brakes in the front. This is a car you can hop in and go on the highway 65, 70 miles an hour with no problem whatsoever. It's a very, very comfortable cruising car. We're doing right about 60 miles an hour right now with no issues whatsoever. Back on what I was saying, it does have factory AC, and the AC does blow nice and cold, so it keeps you comfortable while you're driving. This is an interesting Monte Carlo due to the fact that the cowl tag on it does not have a paint code. I do not have an original build sheet or a window sticker or anything like that. And everything that I've researched for at least a 72 Monte Carlo, black was not a color that was just offered. You'd have to special order it, and when you special order a car, or when you special order a Monte Carlo like this, and you got a special order color, it would be a paint delete, so there wouldn't be a code on the cowl tag. So everything that I can see, that this would be a factory black car. Again, I can't 100% verify that. Looking all over the car, I see no other signs of any other colors. It is a vehicle that has been repainted at some point, but all signs point to it, yes, being a factory black car. In 1970 and 71, you could get a Monte Carlo in black, and that would be on the cowl tag. But being that this was a special order color, or special order car, it'd be a paint delete code on the cowl tag, which this car is. So again, all signs point to it being a factory black car, which is pretty cool. The interior is very clean. The door panels have definitely been replaced. The seat covers front and back have also been redone. The dash very well could be original. It's actually pretty clean. And then same thing with the visors and the headliner. There's a little bit of staining on the headliner over there. It is a black headliner, so you don't see it as bad, but it does have a little bit of discoloration up there right above the passenger, where the passenger's head would be. But overall, again, the interior is very clean. It does have an aftermarket stereo in it, and the gauges are all really nice and easy to see as well. And unfortunately, we have a little bit of an accident here, so hopefully they can let us get by. Hopefully everyone's all right. Cruise by slowly here. Looks like everyone should be okay. Looks like everyone's all right, so that's good. Do a little pull here. Shifts up through the gears, really nice and positive. It is just a little stock 350, nothing high performance, but it pulls you down the road well. And again, the drivability in this car is probably one of the best things. It's just a really comfortable car to drive. They kind of just float down the road. It does have a really nice exhaust sound to it. It still is manifolds into some nice duals into like a Flowmaster style muffler, so it sounds good when you get in the throttle. Right now we're cruising at 60 miles an hour and you don't really hear the exhaust, but you get in the gas a little bit, can hear the exhaust and it has a nice sound to it. There's 75 miles an hour, and we're cruising with ease. It's not turning a crazy high RPM, so it's got a good highway gear in it. Where if you wanted to hop in this, and for example, we're in Sherman, Texas, and Dallas is about an hour away, you could easily hop in this car and cruise down the highway very, very comfortably, kick the air on, and have a nice cruise. One of the best things about this particular Monte Carlo is how solid it is. The floors, the frame rails, inside the trunk, the bottoms of the drop downs. It is an extremely solid car, and I found no rust issues whatsoever. It's just a good, solid car. Back on the paint, I don't know exactly when it was reshot. It's a little bit of an older repaint just from being around the car, just kind of looking at it. It's got some smaller touch-ups, some smaller little imperfections. Obviously, black is going to accentuate all of the small flaws. Walking up to the car, it still shows nice. If you check out the additional infos tab underneath the information on all of our vehicles, there's a little tab there that says additional info. You click on that, it'll take you to the extra photos of all the flaws, and we do our very best to make sure that our customers know what they're getting into. So I take photos of all the little imperfections that I can find, and if anyone ever needs anything else, obviously you can call or text me, and we'll get you whatever you need. The glass on this Monte Carlo is clean. The windows roll up and down like they should. There is a little bit of scarring on the edge of the driver's window over here. Also a little bit of scarring in the center of the windshield. I think those ones could probably be polished out if you had a good glass guy. Windshields are also readily available for these cars, so you can spend a couple $100 polishing the glass, or you can spend a couple $100 replacing the windshield, just kind of to each their own on it. To me, it does not look like the original windshield in the car. I don't see the little stamping that would be there. So again, replacing that glass wouldn't change anything on the car. Going down our bumpy road here, the suspension is all stock style equipment. It performs well. No weird rattles, no weird sounds. Nothing to me that feels like it needs to be replaced. The steering is responsive. The front end feels good as well. So all of that stuff checked out nice for us. Really, the only thing that I have noted is not operational is the wipers work, but the washer sprayer fluids are not working. And then this has, it just has the speedo and the fuel gauge, and then you also have your clock. The factory clock doesn't appear to be working. The temperature light works, and the oil light works for when you turn the key on. The voltage light over here on the left is not coming on. Most likely, probably just the bulb behind the dash. But your aftermarket radio, your horn, again, the heat and AC both work. All of your exterior lights are working. So electrically, this car's pretty sorted. Just a couple little bulbs need to be replaced. Overall feel of this Monte Carlo is it is an excellent driving car. The cosmetics look good, extremely solid. Love the fact that it's probably a factory black car. Has the numbers matching motor, factory AC, so it's got a lot of good stuff going for it. If I was going to personally change anything on this car, if I was going to keep it, I always like these cars on a torque thrust D wheel. Being a black car, if you did that gray centered torque thrust wheel, lowered the front end down just a little bit, it would give it just kind of a unique look. But also the stock style setup that's on this has a really cool look as well. So kind of just to each their own. But overall, it's a great car. I'd hop in this thing and drive it anywhere I'd want to go. I'm very confident in the mechanicals on it. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of the test drive videos. If there's ever anything else you want to see, have comments, concerns, questions, don't hesitate to reach out or leave me a comment on the YouTube channel. Our cell phone is 903-820-1019. Check us out at pcclassiccars.com, or we are across all of the social media platforms. The handle is going to be PC Classic Cars across all of those, and we will see you guys on the next test drive video. Thanks again for watching. It looks like it's delivery day for someone. The Comp Orange Mach 1 is heading to South Texas.